so police intimidation, no. Na so harassment.
Women's rights and advocacy groups took a solidarity walk on Tuesday, March 12, 2024 to support Mrs. Chioma Okoli. The Nigerian police reportedly arrested her in September 2023 after she exercised her customer rights by reviewing a consumable product of Erisco Foods Limited she purchased. Mrs. Okoli, who happened to be an Erisco Foods first-time consumer, had purchased tomato paste for consumption, but in expressing her view on Facebook, said it tasted sugary, unlike her usual similar products. This led to her arrest and incarceration, which has generated a lot of reactions across the country.
Free Chioma Okoli! Free Chioma Okoli! Free Chioma Okoli! Free Chioma Okoli! Free Chioma Okoli!
Also commemorating the month of International Women's Day, leaders of the rights and advocacy group leaders shared the essence of the solidarity walk.
Our stand for Chioma Okoli today is also a stand for human rights. And so what we're saying that it's wrong for the police to harass Chioma Okoli for buying goods, in as much that Chioma Okoli did not get value, for the goods that she bought. And we're also calling on Erisco Food to step down all their injustice acts, all their shameful acts that they are perpetrating against Chioma Okoli. We believe as human rights that it's our right, when you buy a thing and you see that it is not good for you in this Nigeria economic situation, it's our right to complain. And as also it lies on Erisco Food to also take feedback from consumers also. Rather for them to take feedback from consumers, they went ahead to go and mobilize Nigerian police to harass Chioma Okoli all the way from Lagos. She was taken to Abuja. This is not it's not a matter of ethnicity. It's not a matter of personality. It's not a matter of political party, but it's just an injustice being perpetrated against Chioma Okoli.
We're here today to express ourselves as Nigerian citizens that an injustice to one person is an injustice to all, that every citizen has a right, and consumers specifically, the rights of consumers should be protected. If you buy something and you don't like it, you have a right to express yourself as a citizen. The Cyberbullying Act, as you might know, it's also being ruled, deliberated in ECOWAS as an act of law that's so bad, that's so detrimental to human rights and democracy. It's a form of bullying enshrined in the law to say that people cannot speak. And you should know that the Cyberbullying Act would also try to curb journalists in also expressing some stories, and because everybody can hide under it's a cyberbullying issue. But if your consumer buys something from you and they express themselves, like I said to the crowd, if I go on Play Store and I download an app, there are review segments where I can leave a review about the product. If I don't like it, I give you a 1 star, or I give you a 2 star, I give you a 3 star, and I can even leave a comment and say, this is what I don't like about it. The essence of feedback is that you can improve on your product. If the lady in question had raised something she didn't like, a good company would invite her and say, what were your complaints? If they have a genuine issue to say, you possibly bought a fake, which is possible, they show her what exactly they're producing. But the stance of the CEO of Erisco Foods, which is that this pregnant woman who has been harassed by the police, who has been bullied and harassed in front of her 3 kids, her house has been barged into. She's been picked from Lagos to Abuja, where the case has no root. Why is she being transferred to Abuja? And the CEO of Erisco Foods stands and says he's not giving up. He's even ready to die. We saw the interview he did on TV, that he's even ready to die rather than let go of this case. The case is in court. We will not supersede what the court will do. But as citizens of Nigeria, we are saying that we stand with Chioma Okoli, we're right behind her, and we are asking that justice be done and that the freedom of speech of Nigerians be preserved.
I've never seen Chioma Okoli. I've never met Chioma Okoli, except some couple of days ago when I had to go through cases when we were in a meeting discussing the act of injustice that have been perpetrated against her. And we deem it fit as human rights organizations, as women's human rights organizations, to stand against this kind of act in our society, especially in this advent of democracy.
The reason we're here is to stand with Chioma Okoli. It's a solidarity walk just basically about human rights, about the fact that she has the right to state her opinion about a product that she bought. She should not be persecuted in the way that she has been. She shouldn't have been arrested. She shouldn't have been bundled to Abuja. Her house, she shouldn't have been attacked at her house. Fundamentally, every action that Erisco Mafia has taken, aided by the police, is wrong. So here's the thing. Eric has the right to take his grievances to the court of law. We all do, right? Every single one of us. But what Eric doesn't have the right to is to be treated like he's not a Nigerian, like every other Nigerian. What Eric doesn't have the right to is to actually disregard Section 39, which gives all of us freedom of speech without abuse, right? Which Chioma didn't do. Chioma bought a product that she had not used before for the first time. She tried it and she said it's sugary. She put it on her Facebook. Now, I'm not even on Facebook, so I would never have seen it if not for the trauma that followed, if not for the assault, if not for the intimidation, if not for the fact that a pregnant mother of 3 was bundled to Abuja like a state criminal, if not for the fact that we had 287 children kidnapped in the north of Nigeria just a few days ago. Nobody has found them yet. But our police are very quick to pick on a pregnant mother of 3. If not for the fact that we have many atrocities going on in Nigeria, which needs the police's attention. If not for the fact that we Nigerians recognize the fact that our police officers, we recognize the fact that our police officers in Nigeria, not only are they badly paid, not only is their welfare bad, but we want to respect them. They tell us they're our friends, but yet they behave like the #1 enemies of the people. We have a problem here. The problem being that, #1, when you're poor in Nigeria, it is the biggest crime you can commit. When you're poor and you have an opinion in Nigeria, it is the second biggest crime you can commit. When you're poor, have an opinion, and you're female, and you dare to voice it on social media, it is the third and worst crime you can commit. But when you have people like Erisco Mafia, who basically positions himself as a god, who positions himself as somebody that can help you live, who said, if you want to live, I'll help you live. If you want to die, if that's your wish, so be it. When you have mere pedestrian Nigerians, inconsequential people who merely, what Eric does, let me explain to you. Erisco is a food provider, right? They make foods. It's a manufacturing, FMCG. Every time an item is put on a shelf in any supermarket, anywhere for sale, the moment you and I buy it, we pay for it. That's a contract, which means we have the right to comment about it. But what Chioma did wasn't to disparage. Chioma just said, it is sugary. Biko, have you tried it? I fail to understand what's wrong with that. Amazon makes gazillions of money from product reviews. Because when you and I want to buy stuff on Amazon online, we go into the review, we check to see, especially if it's a product we don't know, we check, right? So therefore, why is such a thing criminalized in Nigeria? So they say she's been charged under the Cyber Crimes Act. What was cyber criminal about what she said? She said it is sugary. Biko, have you tried it? I tire. She said that part in Igbo. So what is so wrong with that?
The walk started from Kadiri Street, Oregun, and ended at the Erisco Foods Limited plant in Oyeleke Street, Oregun, where the women chanted solidarity songs.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever.
At the Erisco Foods Plant, the women carried different placards calling for justice, fairness, proper application of the rule of law, and respect for human rights. The major takeaway from this development is the need to strengthen consumer protection laws in the country and safeguard the citizens' rights to express their views on companies' products and services. This should be done within the law and without damaging companies' brands and reputations.